It's the National Football League on EA Sports. And we'll see Robbie Anderson. He was terrific last week, racking up the receiving yards and reaching the end zone. It's the Bengals and the Falcons on EA Sports.
From the banks of the Ohio River, there's a look at what's now known as Paycor Stadium here in Cincinnati. Today we've got a matchup here in pivotal Week 7 between the Atlanta Falcons and the Cincinnati Bengals. Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. And CD, you look at the Bengals in this matchup. Their offense is one that doesn't rely too heavily on just one guy. They like to spread things around as best they can.
You're right about that. It's a diverse unit, and they like to run their offense by what they call game plan, meaning each and every week they study the opponent, they probe its weaknesses, and they move the ball around that way. They emphasize who's going to get it based on what they think they'll accomplish in that game. Other teams, they're a system team. They're going to run what they run no matter what. I like this style of offense. It suits them well.
Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. This fielded right at the goal line. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Here come the Bengals now to take over. Bringing them out, the third overall pick from way back in 2015 NFL season, Matt Ryan.
And that's one quarterback in the league who sometimes gets taken for granted. To me, it's Matt Ryan because I think throughout his career, he's been consistently excellent. Frequent member of the 4,000-yard club, a veteran, knows how to throw the deep ball and create big plays. And yes, he will beat you from the pocket.
And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20.
Holding, offense.
Run play nullified by the holding call on the tight end.
Yeah, just to get off the ball a lot quicker and get into the block a little bit more effectively, then he doesn't have to reach and grab and try and hold on.
They try and run on first down, but this one going to lose a couple yards as they get him behind the line.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
A lot of ground to cover. 2nd and 22. They'll stay on the ground with Mostert. And he'll find some this up to about the 14. And I don't think this is the script they have long. Now Ryan. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end.
Holding, offense.
So instead of giving them a third down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
Just a 2-yard return there following a punt of 48. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. So here come the Falcons now to get the football for the first time. Bringing him out is the future Hall of Famer, now in his 18th NFL season, Aaron Rodgers.
And no excitement unless you're on the defensive team of last week in his numbers, because the only excitement he really generated was one interception. Yeah, and his team wasn't real thrilled about that. And they lost the game. So I know this week has been tough on him because he's been working.
And right away, he lost the football. 2 and 3 in their defensive game to get to the quarterback and knock the ball free. They did it there. Luckily, defense hangs on to it.
Yeah, that's got to serve as a wake-up. They can't afford to let the ball go over to the defense and miss opportunities. And I'm not saying it happens, but you know what a good rule of thumb is when a play like that occurs? You know who recovers it? The guy who missed his block and let his quarterback get hit.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Rodgers. This one out here to Jones. It'll go as a gain of 4. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. Defense for the Bengals were very good last week in the win over New Orleans.
Well, let's face it, when you hold someone to just 6 points in a game, the feeling that you have among your team is that you're not going to lose very many of those. That's the way to get it done.
On 3rd and long. That one to the sideline and a nice catch. He's inbounds, but a penalty marker is down as well. So pass interference to call. That's going to for the 1st down.
And if it's a bang-bang play, maybe the flag stays in the official's pocket, but definitely the receiver's right to catch the officials, letting the players know how the game's going to be called here in the 1st quarter.
To throw again on 2nd down. Rodgers. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away. The line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
I'm quite sure that they envisioned a much better start to this game when they practiced all week. With a fit-out play, that brings up 4th down, and they'll probably have to punt it away.
Only 2 punts lost. This one away. Catch called for right at the 11-yard line. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And the Bengals will have a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. On 1st down, right. Man, that's Anthony Schwartz. And able to get this to the 4-yard line. They began the play at the 12. It's also a pickup of 12 for the 1st down.
I think that's a pickup for a 1st down because when you run a drag route against zone, sometimes you're asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a 1st down. On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. And some room to work. And he makes it all the way down 13-yard line. 65-yard the afternoon start. Well, Raheem Mostert, we know the story, from special teamer to postseason hero. All he needs is a little bit of space, CD, and he can do the rest.
And what I really enjoyed about that run and what made it so impressive to me was how he improvised along the way. Sometimes on a big play, you just get the football and you take off in a straight line and go. But this time, how about the artistry of that play? That looked a little bit like a Picasso to me.
And he'll be brought down here at the 3. He covered a lot of ground on that one. As evidence, final total there on next-gen stats. So not quite a 1st and goal. Come up now, Sessions. Nyheim Hines, his 1st carry. Only a yard, but it's enough to 1st and goal. Ryan. In trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12. Lawson gets the sack there. Last week, despite sacked 4 times, they might need to tighten the reins a little bit, or this one may not end in another victory.
You're right about that. They can't count on just winning the game no matter what happens. They can't accumulation of hits and in the pocket get to their quarterback. Got to stop that, give him clean lanes to throw the football, have a better chance to win again this week.
They'll try again after going backwards to the 12. Now to Mostert running right. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. Now it's Ryan. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Not a great start dropping his first target, but it was
last chance because he'll get opportunities to make up for that one throughout this game.
4th down, so Zach Taylor sends out the field goal unit. Hash here should be an easy one. And this one is right through. Bengals are on the board first here. It's 3-0. So after drive number 3 here, score, and it's 3 points. Field goal.
How would the feeling out process for both these teams? I'd say it's over, partner. One understands what's going on now. You've got to probe to start throwing the big shots. First 3 points up on the board could be significant.
And it'll come out to the 25 to try and return it. So for the second time in this one, we get set to see the Falcons offense. Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a... See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 7 catches, 58 yards.
Better tighten up the coverage if you expect to slow this guy, because if he gets going,
that's caught. He gets it out to Austin. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
So the 1st down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Again, it's Jones. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. They're backed up here. Tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the 1st. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. Blake Gillikin on the punt now on 4th down. His 5 yards. This looks good as well. Here's Allen. It'll be a 40-yard punt, 8 on the return. And the Bengals take over 1st and 10. Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Mostert to start the drive. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. From the shotgun, Ryan. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. On 3rd down, Ryan. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down. On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And a signaled for and taken just outside the 20-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And it will be Falcon football. Atlanta now coming out on the field. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. They'll start out on the ground with Jones. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3. On 2nd and 7, Rodgers drops it to Jones in the flat. Now a loose football. The ball comes out. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. Obviously, you got to hold on to the football, but I've got to give credit to the defense there. Good job of knocking it free.
Yeah, because a lot of the time we just blame the offensive players for not taking care of it. How about the effort of the defensive players? Knowing that guys are going to, and if they're good, anticipate the contact coming and try and cover up the football. And they still find ways to knock it free.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll run right side with Mostert. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd and 9. A run with Mostert up the middle. And he will cross the 30 down to the 29-yard line. They haven't made much of this great starting field position they had. Here's 3rd and 6. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And connect. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through, and that will make it 6-0. So the fumble recovery had him set up in ideal field position, but they can muster only 3 points out of it.
Yeah, when you're able to force turnovers, especially when it results in field position like they had, you really want to make it hurt. Here, they take the field goal. That's definitely not open for them.
Come out to the 25. Austin not going to try and return it. Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take her. Time led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal and they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive? A little more pep in this.
Oh, what a juke into space. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have opened up. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. Big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. 6-0 our score after 1. Second quarter now, Falcons, as they've got it with a 2nd and 10. Throwing is Rodgers. Right side and caught by Kohler. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
Now his action was great for it, allowed him to lock in on his receiver, although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. They'll get to him just inside the 15-yard line. And even after that fancy footwork we saw, good job defensively to recover. And here's Jones again on 2nd down. They'll fight his way down right around the 12. Rodgers going to try and throw on 3rd down. To the back of the end zone, but too high. Over everybody and incomplete. Tucker's kick is good. And they are on the board, trailing now 6-3. So if you like field goals, you've come to the right spot. We've had 3 so far.
Well, this is a football game, right?
It is.
You like that one, huh? You like where I went with that? How about that one?
I like it.
Okay, but hey, let's face it. In this game right now, both defense well. They're trying to hold the line on this. You just wonder if anyone can break through with a touchdown and put some pressure on their opposition.
Cincinnati's offense coming back here onto the field. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you've met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
And this offense on 3rd down today, not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Now it's... And the throw there going to be complete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
4th down, so they send out Trenton Gill. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Now Austin. Well, on that punt, we've got a man shaken up. Well, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. Very good starting field position for the Falcons offense as they come up 1st and 10 at their 38. Now it's Rodgers.
Got his target. That's Kohler. And they're going to get this up to midfield.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus, and indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
From midfield, here's Rodgers. He's got a man complete. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. It's a gain of 35.
Doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go. Be one with another one right there.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Into the red zone, it's Rodgers. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll bring up 2nd down. On the delay, Jones. And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Rodgers looking to throw on 3rd and 2. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Now Justin Tucker's out to try the field goal from the right hash, and this one just a chipping. Tucker's kick is good, and that will tie things up at 6-6. That drive to inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. Cincinnati set to take over once again.
Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time, hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone.
They go play action with Ryan. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down.
On 2nd down, Mostert.
And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. From the gun on 3rd down, Ryan. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
And here's Trenton Gill now.
Here's Austin. 42-yard punt, 6 on the return.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. A kind of a throwback weekend for our primetime games here in Week 7. Later tonight, a couple of the great AFC teams of the 70s do battle. The Steelers and Dolphins from Miami on Sunday night. And then tomorrow, Monday Night Football, Bears and Patriots from Foxborough. A rematch of Super Bowl 20. Bears won that one 46-10. But fear not for the Patriots. If I remember correctly, they've won a few in the years following.
28 yards the gain there on the catch and run.
Quarterbacks love slant routes because the receivers are breaking right into their line of vision, and receivers love them as well because they're getting the ball on the move and try and get upfield and gain additional yardage.
So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Rodgers now to throw. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Now a draw play. This is Jones. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete. Certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down. So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. This will be from 56 yards out. And he missed it. It's no good. And this game will remain tied here in quarter number 2.
And anytime you see a kicker trot out the 56, everything's got to come off perfectly for it to have a chance. If the laces aren't quite right, if he doesn't hit the fat part of the ball just right, it's unlikely to go through. And that one winds up no good.
Cincinnati now ready to take the field.
The last series for him, a little disappointing, forced a punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive. 1st and 10.
Throwing now, Ryan on 1st down. He's going to air one out for Anderson. He's got it at the 15. And he's going to be out of bounds all the way down inside the 15. So a critical mistake, roughing the passer. Now it's 1st and goal. To throw is Ryan. Being chased out left. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down.
Not the 1st and goal play they drew up. Multiple defenders down to the ground. The 1st and goal looked like things were set up nicely, and now all of a sudden on 2nd and goal, Charles, a big challenge ahead of them.
You have to know when you're to the goal line, things are going to happen faster, so you've got to get the ball out quick. Not going to have much time in the pocket before the defenders bring pressure.
First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. Now Ryan.
And they'll get this on the screen to Mostert.
And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. This will be caught just inside the 10. That pass play good for 7, but it still brings up a 4th and goal.
He wasn't the primary target, but I think it was almost like a check down situation, wasn't it?
Yeah, hoping he can break some tackles, a big tight end, but he couldn't do it.
Yeah, get it to that big frame and hope he can scatter some bodies, unable to get it done.
And his kick is indeed good. And they take the lead here as it's now 9-6. So he's been a busy man here in this first half. That's 3 field goals for him now.
And not just 3 field goals, but 3 for 3. So even though the offense has struggled a bit putting it in the end zone, they've still been able to come away with points due to his leg.
Taken in at the 3. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. Atlanta prepped and ready for its next possession.
Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline, they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. Nothing doing on 2nd and 3rd down after that 9-yard gain on 1st.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage.
Here's Blake Gillikin now.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. Here's Ryan. To To the sideline. Wow, what a catch. Doesn't get a lot out of it, but he is able to keep the feet in bounds. So the completion good for just 3, and it'll be second down. Out of the gun, it's Ryan. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down. Now Ryan. And he'll air this one deep for Anderson. And this one is incomplete. Now here's Trenton Gill on to punt. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. Fair catch and taken right near the 30-yard line. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return. And the Falcons will be taking over first and 10. To throw, it's Rodgers. And that'll be incomplete. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a second and 10. Now Rodgers. Setting up the screen here, Aaron Jones. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Atlanta.
Well, they certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the first half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball, possibly in the open field. And I think in the second half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
Throwing on first down is Rodgers. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Austin. Clock running, and the Falcons moving with a sense of urgency. And now we'll hook up downfield on second down. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. It's a gain of 34. Well, one thing's for sure. They're going to have to come up with something at halftime because he is absolutely roasting them right now.
They're going to go through the whole litany of things, changing coverages, what are we going to do to put a man on him? The big thing to me is treat it like a good pitcher treats pitching a game. Change your timing, change your location. So sometimes you're up on him, sometimes you're back. Just change up the looks that he sees and make him just a little bit more hesitant.
So from inside the 20, here's first and 10 at the 18.
Now Rodgers. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's second down. And again, it's Rodgers.
This throw incomplete, nearly picked off. And with his pedigree, he doesn't drop many of those. But third down coming up.
Here's Rodgers. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Now Justin Tucker's out to try the field goal. This just a 35-yard attempt from the left hash. Tucker's kick is good, and that will tie the score now at 9 apiece. So that one is his third of the game. Now, if you're wondering, that's only halfway to his career high, as he once had 6 field goals.
Brandon, but 6? Let's hope we don't get that again, please. Can we see a few touchdowns here and there?
That'd be nice.
And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. The Bengals going to take over late in this first half. And we'll see what they want to do. 45 seconds is all that remains until the break.
They'll throw on first down with Ryan.
Over the middle, that's caught by Schwartz.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. So from the 36 now, first and 10. Now it's Ryan. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete. They'll try again from the 36 on second and 10. Ryan.
He'll get this into the hands of Mostert.
And some room to maneuver. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A Bengal first down on the 16-yard pickup there.
just really been bringing the heat. Has already gotten home a few times here in the first half. So how about the play call there? Sometimes if you can't protect, you've got to fool them. Screen passes like that can take a little steam out of what's been a relentless rush so far.
Could we get a touchdown in this first half after all? It's 1st and 10. Throwing again, Ryan.
Throw over the middle, caught by Jordan. And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
Holding offense.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty.
They'll run the draw with Mostert.
Big Leonard Williams there on the stop. Time a factor as Ryan will hustle him to the line. They'll set up a throw.
He gets this to Jones over the middle. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. Final play of the half. It's Ryan.
Oh, he'll look downfield for Kittle.
And this is caught. So nothing separating these two teams as we head to the break all square. As we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. A lot to get to here as some of the division races starting to take shape as we look around the NFL here in week number 7. Let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. Next, a look at the next-gen stats in that first half for the Falcons. And they've definitely been able to exploit some holes in that opposing secondary as they threw for close to 200 yards in those first 2 quarters. Meanwhile, for the Bengals, they weren't quite as successful throwing the ball as their counterparts were, but they still were able to move the ball reasonably well in that first half.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. No run back here to begin the half, and we will start at the 25-yard line.
And we shift to spotlighting Mike Evans. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this, but it's usually not by himself, is it? Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
7 now from the 28. They'll go again to Jones. Dancing away at the 35. And he'll be shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 50 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 13 times.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. He finds Austin complete. That'll go for a gain of 7, and it'll be 2nd down. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
From the 45 on 2nd down, Rodgers. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down. Throwing now is Rodgers.
Man open, that's Jamar Chase complete. He brought down inside the 40-yard line.
So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. An inside give to Jones. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. That really sets him back, a loss of 6.
That's a play to take note of there for the defense. I think in the future, if you're going to try and block him, maybe you get a guard to help double team him and try and steer him out of the play. They should have done it on that snap.
Tough spot looking at 2nd and 16 here after the big loss. False start there. That will set the offense back 5 yards.
Brandon, the lineman certainly flinched there before the snap. A good call.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit.
And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. From midfield, here's Rodgers.
And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. Throwing is Rodgers.
Finds his man. It's Kohler.
And he can only manage to take this thing to the 38, well shy of the 1st down. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And that's going to make it 4th down.
That's certainly playing down a distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
Elsewhere, they have gone to the 2nd half in Carolina. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen, and we've got a good one going on there. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. And he has got it from 55 yards away. It's never in doubt. And they will take the lead here at 12-9. Well, they don't get a touchdown here on the opening drive of the 3rd quarter, but I think maybe you still say mission accomplished as they come away with the lead.
No, absolutely. You keep the pressure on, right? You go downfield, get some points up on the board, and hope that you've motivated your defense to take the field and hold that lead.
And able to get this out to the 25.
So here are the Bengals now as they get their first possession of this 2nd half.
And they find themselves down on the scoreboard following the field goal a moment ago.
And I think even though they trail in the game now, I would consider that a win for their defense, and that's probably what on the offense when they get to the bench. Hey, the onus is on you guys now. Get back out there and get us the lead back.
Yeah, this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Ryan. The sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. It's a pickup of 15 and a fresh set of downs.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
Now Ryan on 1st down. And that is incomplete here. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
Up the middle they go with Mostert.
Pushing forward for 3 up to the 48. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Well, we saw that they had a lot of success last week throwing the football, but that hasn't translated to this week. But with his team behind, I don't expect him to back off. I expect him to keep firing.
The Bengals bring out their punter now as they're forced to kick for the 6th time. And that one hits at the 7, but bounds into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback. So here are the Falcons to take over on offense. They were losers last time out to the 49ers, but right now they're on the right side of the scoreboard as they start out 1st and 10. Rodgers now to throw.
Oh, he tries it in, and it's intercepted. Kyle Hamilton picks it, and the Bengals are going to take possession of the football. A lot of bodies there in the middle of the field, and that one intercepted.
Yeah, he's looking for his tight end running a drag route across the field, and normally You'd like him to work a little bit further outside. Here the throw is a little early, and it winds up in the hands of the defender.
Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here.
And down by a field goal, they'll take over with excellent field position following the interception. They hand it off to Mostert.
And he will lose yard. He backed up to the 24. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Yeah, another negative play in an early down situation. This one to start the drive. You're putting a lot of pressure on your quarterback to bail you out when you're in 2nd and long yardage.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. To throw is Ryan. Hauled in by Anderson, left side.
And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
To win any route, you've got to break down the defender, and that's exactly what happened here on this really nicely executed curl route.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. On the handoff, this is Mostert.
And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Now Ryan. And that's off the mark, incomplete. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Now Ryan.
And they'll get this on the screen to Mostert.
And here he'll get it down to the 7. 3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4.
Well read defensively, and the key to any screenplay is space to work, and there was none to be found there, and they tackle him for just a gain.
4th down, so Zach Taylor sends out the field goal unit from the left hash. Should be an easy one here. And his kick is good, and that will tie us at 12-all.
So they got the turnover, started with great field position, but in the end, the defense able to hold firm, and they only get 3 out of it.
And I like what you said right there. That defense able to hold firm, backed up into the shadow of their own end zone. The goalpost right behind them. They had to make sure they didn't give up the 6. And boy, they came through in a big way. To them, even though they gave up 3, that's a win for their side.
Atlanta now coming out on the field.
This offense returning out there, and really, you remember the last drive, Charles, it was over before it even began. They threw the interception on the very first play.
And what that means is for all these guys, it's been a while since they've been out there going full speed, so they've got to get everyone back out there, run a couple of your go-to plays, make sure you get your offense oiled up a little bit. They've got to be able to start fast, but they've got to be efficient as well.
Especially the quarterback.
That was good, tough running right up the middle, and if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now a 1st down carry by Jones. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. 4 receivers now in the formation. 3 to the left, 1 to the right on 2nd and 7. Here's Rodgers to throw. Evans has it left side. And they'll get after a gain of 7 to the 47. Rodgers going to try and throw on 3rd down.
This one swung out here to Jones. And he is going to have a Falcons 1st down, and he'll have it by plenty as they're able to keep the drive alive on 3rd and inches.
Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage, so they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the 1st down.
Up the middle, Jones. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
69 yards rushing for him now on 17 carries.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Throwing on first down is Rodgers. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. Rodgers again here on 2nd and 10.
A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
Here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on 3rd down. Here's Rodgers. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Young. And almost, but not quite. Needed 10. He got 9. 4th down.
I thought they might take a shot down the field, but instead they ran a little drag route there. I think they were hoping he could catch it and run away from the defender. But a really good job keeping the play in front of them, and they force a 4th down.
Now Justin Tucker's out to try the field goal. Spotted at the left hash, this from 45. Tucker's kick is good, and they have regained the lead. So it's another field goal here. He may need to ice his leg after this one. That's now 5 field goals converted in this game alone.
Yeah, get the trainer. They're going to need this guy, and they've needed every single one of the field goals he's made, too. If they're going to get out of here with a win, I say he gets a game ball.
From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return.
And out now, here come the Bengals. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
From the 24, Ryan. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 18 yards the gain for number 18. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Throwing now, Ryan on first down. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes.
Brought down by multiple defenders, and it's a loss of 12.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw up a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Here's Ryan. He completes it to Jones. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. And Bengals on 3rd down. They've been stymied left and right. Converted only 1 time. This is 3rd and 17. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down. And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And out will come the offense as they take over.
The Falcons ready to take over.
And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. Just, I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6.
And carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now Rodgers. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down. To throw on 2nd and 10. Rodgers.
And, he's unable to hold on to that defensively. A potential game changer, but it falls incomplete.
Rodgers going to throw. Airing this one out for Evans. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback. Now this Bengals offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. On 1st down, Ryan.
He'll get this into the hands of Mostert.
And he is going to lose yardage here. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down.
Partner, when you see a screen pass and the defensive tackle ends up making the play, you know that one wasn't sold well at all because he should be upfield by the time you throw the pass. If not, you end up with big trouble, as we just saw right there.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Ryan in trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line.
Loss of 10 as multiple defenders get to him.
And this dominant defensive performance continued on that play. This poor quarterback has not received the protection he needs and has had to pick himself up off the turf far too often.
And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long. Here's Ryan. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th. So from their own end zone here, this kicks away. And a fair catch called for and taken right on the midfield stripe. 37 yards on the punt with no return. And the Falcons are set up well to begin their drive as it'll begin in enemy territory already. A give to Jones. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure.
DJ Jones
with a big-time sack on 3rd down. It's a loss of 7.
So that time, Charles, quarterback helpless really in the pocket in the face of a pass rush like that. They were on him instantly.
Yeah, that's one where you turn to your lineman and say, guys, can I get a little help here? And you have to ask politely because, remember, they're blocking for you the entire game. But as a quarterback, you've also got to have the clock running in your head when you need to get rid of the football. But this time, he had no chance. They were on him instantly.
As we check the next-gen stats, you'll see he had precious little time to do anything with the football there. The Bengals set to take over. They'll start on the ground with Mostert.
Gets past one man. And he'll go down at the 26, following a gain of 6. From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4.
They'll stay on the ground with Mostert.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Ryan now to throw on 3rd down. And that is incomplete. The Bengals bring out their punter now as he's on here to punt it away. running right through him. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt.
And it will be Falcon football.
Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here.
Obviously not the intended goal last drive. They had to punt the football, but still they've got the lead here and now a chance to add on to that lead if they can get points on this drive. 1st and 10 upcoming.
It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. Now left side on the swing pass. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down.
Rodgers to throw on 3rd and 1. Completes it to Austin.
And he is going to have a Falcons 1st down as they're able to convert, albeit not by much, on 3rd and 11.
And that pickup on 1st down, that's going to leave it open because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
So frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here down late. Tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or a takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
Rodgers now on 1st down.
Got his target. That's Kohler. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
On 2nd down, it's Jones. And this won't be enough to pick up the 1st. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. On 3rd down, here's Jones. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
Brandon, this can be so demoralizing for a defense. They've had 2 opportunities to get off the field. They haven't gotten it done. So now your coordinator, he's going to call every blitz that he has, any type of exotic, something that they haven't seen before. And he's also telling the defensive linemen, don't worry about holding people up. Just get in gaps and try and make a big play.
And not only not getting off the field on 2 opportunities, clock continuing to run. On the counter, here's Jones. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line.
99 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
Well, you know me, partner. I never tell him to back off of being aggressive. But sometimes you see the consequences when you're overly aggressive and you don't secure tackles. Guys break through.
Trying to sell out to pry that football loose. And just as you said, cost some yardage.
Yeah, you got to go get him. Stand him up first before you go for the ball. Don't just go for it initially.
Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now they'll throw with Rodgers. Caught on the right side by Jones. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long.
I believe I can see what they were trying to do there, but unfortunately, the back ran out of room. Too close to the sideline. And for defenders, we're often taught, 11 on the field, those sidelines can become the 12th defender. It worked to the defense's advantage on that play.
To throw again on 2nd down. Rodgers. And he loses the football a 2nd time. And the Bengals grab it. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line.
Well, partner, here's where team football gets tested a little bit because I know the defensive guys were over there chilling on the sidelines, and all of a sudden, they heard the sudden change call because that fumble puts them right back on the field, and they've got to go out and finish the game now themselves.
Absolutely. Nursing that slim lead here in the 4th.
And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. And the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
Delivering a pass here to Evans on the out route.
And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. Tucker's kick is good, and that will double their lead as it's up to 6.
So that gets him a little bit of breathing room, but not much. And you have to think back to the field goal that he missed earlier. This would be a 2-score game right now if he had converted then.
And if you and I are thinking about it, you know he is as well, because in the back of his mind, he's thinking, I hope I get one more shot in an important spot. He just made that one. He wants one more later to truly make up for the earlier miss.
Cincinnati now ready to take the field.
See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled-out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He would love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. False start's going to push them back, but these days, how hard must it be to be an offensive lineman?
It's very hard, Brandon. You've got defensive linemen flinching, trying to draw you offside. You've got the loud crowds, and there are just so many super athletic players on defense now that you have to deal with each week. But through it all, these guys just sit in there for 4 quarters and slug it out.
Here's Ryan to throw.
He's got Jordan complete right side.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Ryan. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. We've got a 1-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive.
Oh, that's going to be a costly one. It's intercepted.
Picked off by Jason Verrett.
And the Falcons have just about sewn up this football game.
When you talk about making winning plays, that is a winning play at this stage of the game. To come up with that interception, huge.
I like how you identified that, because most people think winning plays are the offense trying to get it done. In this case, nursing a lead, they found a way to make a play on that side of the ball and maybe finish things off.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. They'll try and run some clock now with Jones.
Takes it to about the 37.
Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Again, it's Jones. And he'll take this up over the 40 to about the 41. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Now Rodgers.
Got a man. It's Chase. He completes it. And he's going to have a Falcons 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And they'll indeed take a knee. So time runs out. It's a victory for the Atlanta Falcons. And they were spurred on by a strong performance in that 4th quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the 4th quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger and dominance is starting to take over, right? The way that you close, the way that you finish, that gets preached to you from the time you're playing Little League football all the way up through. And they closed them out with a big-time performance down the stretch.
So for the Falcons, the win moves them up to 5-2 now on the year. And they'll return home next week to take on the Carolina Panthers. Meanwhile, for the Bengals, the loss drops them back to 4-3 so far. And they'll try to get back on the beam next week as they'll head to Cleveland to take on the Browns.